attempting to not swear anymore on these. Let's go. So I'm setting up, and I'm going to get you to join me, because this whole video is going to be me waiting for the doctor on that like online medical page. It's really good, actually. It's called Qoctor, like doctor with a Q. Don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's what it is. This is pretty random. I've got a scrunched up tissue that I used to wipe the screen of my computer, and I've just popped that on top of a light source, which is well overexposed and you can't see it, but there's that. So, how are you today? I want you to pretend that I'm asking you. Go inside internally, sit with yourself and be like, how am I today? Do I feel alright? Do I feel not alright? Because it doesn't matter. It's easier to deal with not being okay if you accept that you're not. And if you're there for yourself and you're able to listen to yourself, you'll be stronger and better at telling other people your needs, setting boundaries, and being in a place where you don't feel as shit. So check in honestly, and if you feel good, then fucking nailing it, son. Daughter, neither of those. People, humans, everyone. So, this isn't good. I'm just going to be fiddling around. Ignore the things that I say, because they come out weird all the time. That's kind of nice. So now it's a perfume bottle that is pink. Lighting. Damn. Goddamn. So. Yeah, I'm waiting for a doctor to hopefully be able to prescribe me some actual pain medication, because I have been working on these for 3 weeks full time, doing a lot of physical stuff, and the doctor's told me now, after this was the second time I went to get a certificate for a day off because they're fucking painful. Damn, I swore. Then I just did again. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, we're gonna wait together. I've been scribbling. Whatever, it's just a little scribble, and I'll hold it up every now and then so you can see where I'm at while I talk. I'll just scribble while I talk with you, if that's okay. Well, if it's not, you won't be able to tell me, so tell me in the comment and I'll change something next time. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I can't, because I can't use my wrists. Okay. Oh, I also can't use my right hand to draw anymore. I should stop doing that. I took some pain meds that the chemist could give me. They gave me like the strongest combination for this. And it's not doing anything. So now we're thriving and drawing. Today I wanted to talk about I want to talk about this pen not working firstly, because I really need it to work so that my brain can work, because if it's too intense, it's too intense for me to talk to you, camera, without overthinking and also looking at my fucking stupid face. Sorry. Also not sorry. I'm practicing. Practice with me. Let's stop apologizing for being clumsy, wobbly, beautiful human beings. Because if you're too rigid and you stand too stiff and straight and you're not wobbly, then a gust of wind will come, it'll be too strong and you'll break. You'll just snap. You'll fall over. Whereas we can wobble. We're alright. We are wobbly people and we're fucking good at it. So, let's own that. This is going interestingly. Yeah, so I wanted to sort of brief the topic throughout this of authenticity and of masking. So I've struggled with masking for a really long time. I'd wear different hats for different people, essentially. When I'd get to know people, I'd be quiet, really introverted, pretty anxious and nervous and just gentle in the space, like didn't want to take up any space, needed to assess the environment before deciding which version of myself was appropriate to be in that room, in that space, in order to be liked or accepted or feel safe. And I've realised that the way people respond to that behaviour is by treating you exactly the way you're acting, which is small, which is insignificant, which is as someone who will do anything for you to appease the group. And all of these things do not create respect or like or safety. They actually increase the potential for the opposite, in my experience. And I'm actually in a difficult situation at the moment where I'm actually not. I was staying in my car for a couple weeks, because the person who is currently on the other side of that wall scared me. And I'm used to see a wound and want to lick it, metaphorically, and that's caused me a lot of pain for a really long time, and a lot of hiding, and a lot of thinking I wasn't capable of doing life at all, anything in it. I thought, for a time in 2020, I literally felt like I was an alien, like there must be something wrong or different, because I can't do what everyone else can do. I can't function in society, I can't function in the world, I can't hold like these like stupid little stressful jobs that I was doing were like so beneath anything anyone should submit to, because it's like known of certain industries that it's highly just freaking stressful, and that you'll always get discredited, you'll always get put down. And rather than accept that environment and just go, that's just part of the work role, that's just part of my job, that's part of what because I love bartending, or I love retail, or whatever it is, where you're purely in a position of assisting a store or a company or a boss or whatever, that's making you feel like everything you're doing is not enough, is shit, that you have to redo shit, that you're double handling, or that you're being micromanaged and given tedious tasks repeatedly, when you're clearly meant for more, where you can grow, where you can express comfortably what you do in your own life, at work, the beautiful aspects of you. And of course there's challenges that we all have, there's things that we can't do, there's things that feel like massive limiters in our life. For me it was always organisation, discipline, and depression, and those all sort of hold hands and exacerbate each other. And when, at the start of this year, when I broke up with my ex and I moved out of a different unsafe living situation, my life changed significantly. I started speaking in the world as a vulnerable human being, where I was always deeply terrified to be seen as weak or emotional or vulnerable. And now I realise that no one is going to respect me if I continue to pretend that everything that they're doing to exploit me is okay, and that I am okay with anything, because I'm not anymore, and I refuse to be. And I really, really want you to be able to step into a place where you will never do that again, because all of that respect that you have for everyone else, if you give 10% of that to yourself, you will freaking thrive. You will go so far. You are giving so much. Stop it. Just hold back a little bit. Don't give too much, because then people don't even appreciate it. They don't like it anymore. They go like, oh, this person's a little bit, and I can get whatever I want from them. My value highest value, highest few values, trust, honesty, and kindness. And if those are your values, and if those are the ways you treat other people, that will not change because you take up space and are confident. You will continue to be kind. You will continue to grow in a way that is only more beneficial for the world, because you will be in a better place to be able to have the actual access to people. You can't have access from your room feeling fucking depressed. Like, everything you're giving away, you're giving it for free, and it is valuable, because a lot of people do not give about human experience, about the people around them, about homeless people, about gay people, about anyone on the queer spectrum, about different races that they can't relate to, about actually anyone in an experience that they can't specifically relate to, which is BS, because every human is relatable. We are literally the same species. We are wired so similarly. I don't know. I do know. I want to grow with humanity, not with this stupid tall poppy syndrome of going, oh wow, I'm changing things in my life finally, knowing these things logically for years, but now it's actually like a distilled belief where I understand why it works, and I understand what I can do to create the things that I was longing for but doing the wrong things to try and achieve. And the confusion that came with that of, why do I keep fucking everything up? Why do these friendships, relationships, house situations always end in pain on both parties? And I realized that I was isolating the areas where I could perceive that they were uncomfortable, when all of the uncomfortability came from, the other way, from me being too small and not doing anything, and then eventually going fuck, I need to take back a little bit of space because this is unsustainable. I can't live like this. Whether it's bleeding out in a money sense, paying for everything for someone, or whether it's doing majority or all of the housework, or whether it's just being someone's emotional crutch when they're upset, when they're angry, you saying, it's fine, you can be whatever you're feeling, I'm open to this, whatever. It's different if you're in a relationship or if you're a close friend, but don't give that out like candy, because most people are going to exploit you for it. They will. Trust me, they fucking will. They don't care. They don't care about being kind to you. They care about their own experience, their own status, their material gain. Those are the kinds of people who do not have the empathy that you have. Tap into it. I know you're hurting, but I know it's there. I love you. My doctor's still not here. It's been a while. It's been a freaking while. So, I don't know what the next option is, because I am not practiced at following through with checking the issues out with my body, which, by the way, I have a few. But we're learning. That's why I'm taking these steps. This is ridiculous. Look at how badly bandaged this is, and it freaking hurts. It feels like there is potentially something worse there, but this one just, nah, they both fucking hurt. This one's worse though. Anyway, I don't want you to take on the negative stuff that I still do, because it's still in my pattern. When I shut myself down, know that I'm growing, know that I'm aware of it, and that I don't want it to be like that. So when I talk in a certain way that is confident because of my learning, it doesn't mean that I've nailed the learning yet. It means that I've nailed the realization, and that I'm moving towards something that is working in my life. If you can't relate to the emotional things that I'm talking about, then it's not for you, and that's fine as well. Maybe you don't need to be an emotive person, but if your morals and values are right, you will create value anyway, in your way, from your language of giving, from your language, because we're all here with something really fucking fucking special, something really beautiful that we can share, that we can uplift, that we can actually have the impact that we want to have in the world in our short lifetimes, what else is the point? There's no point in shoving people down, because you're going to get there so much slower if you can't make friends, and if you can't love people, and if you can't make that genuine. Unless you want to take the other path and learn how to be incredibly manipulative, and in that case you will live a very, very lonely life internally, because no one will know the real you, because you don't trust yourself to be the real you. Because you're scared. Everyone's just scared that the world won't accept them. And look, the world doesn't accept a lot of us, but the world is massive, and we can't quantify it like that. We can't say, if I am, let's take an example, if I come out to my parents as ace, they won't love me because they need me to have children. Sorry, that hit home for me. Let me take a second, I'll be back.